Rao, it's a pleasure to have you here. I've seen you last year and I've seen you this year. You are the guy who manages the money. I would call you the CFO of IIT Bay Area Alumni Association. It's been a great learning from last year, and I think this was a much better job this year. And what is your take for this year's conference?
Yeah. First of all, thank you, Mateen, for the wonderful the time that you have provided to give the visibility to all these leaders, Bay Area leaders. So last year we had, we just came out of a COVID situation, and then as a result, so there are a lot of people who are hesitant to come to the conference. But this year we have been able to kind of pull in some of the heavyweights into the conference, and it gives me pleasure to say that as a Chief Financial Officer or as a Treasurer, we have been able to kind of not only just break even, but also raise more sponsorships this year. And as a result, so our budget and then our expenses, they are in total control. So, and I have been actually going around and talking to different folks in the startup section and some of our major sponsors. They are so thrilled about the quality, not only about the speakers, but also the way we organized. And the credit goes to you and then a lot of other folks and for efficiently handling that.
No, thank you, Rao. I think we all have contributed to this. A team is more important than an individual, so I think it all comes together at the end. It's very gratifying to see everybody, succeed at the same level. So let me switch gear and understand. You also have a daytime job. We all have our families and we sacrifice so much time to come here. So it's good to learn and understand who are we outside of this organization? What are our passions? What are our professions? So I know you have a similar kind of role where you work, but you had mentioned earlier that you're also passionate about financial apps. And that is your focus area. So wanted to learn, what you think are the opportunities, especially with the advent of AI that we have been talking about throughout, and then Gen AI, etc., because it is permeating every aspect, every sphere of technology. And finance is pretty big domain for this. Yeah. And they are the early adopters for many technologies. So it's good to learn from you.
Thank you. So let me step back a little bit. So I have been a strategy consultant for over 2 decades, and I've been working with the big 4 vendors, big 4 consulting companies. One of the companies I worked for called PwC. I worked with, as part of the PwC, I worked with Fortune 100 or Fortune 50 clients all over United States and the world. So over a period of time, I developed this passion that everything connects to somehow to leading to the dollar. So show me the money. Every CEO, CXO I talked about, there's no one CFO who doesn't want more money. So that is how I developed my interest. And then as part of that, I started kind of managing the big portfolios, multi-million-dollar portfolios with the PwC, with the other consulting companies, and then now with the Adobe. I'm part of the group called Cloud FinOps. So it's a natural for me to be part of that group. So one of the reasons is that cloud as a strategy, so it's kind of changed. Previously, every company was jumping into the bandwagon of cloud, saying that it's a cloud-first strategy. But now, what is happening is that there's no more cloud-first strategy. So cloud is kind of proliferating, and everywhere it is there. So what we need to do is that we need to look at the cloud as a strategic advantage. So the way it is looked at is that, let's say, for example, you have a product line, and then that product you are making, if it is costing more for your infrastructure, then you're not doing something right. That is the discipline that FinOps talks about. So FinOps is a multidisciplinary area where you have engineers, product managers, and the all the finance and accounting folks. They come together and to efficiently manage the cloud. So for example, some of the biggest consumers of cloud, the companies including Adobe. So we are potentially talking about multi-billion-dollar consumption. So as a result of this consumption, what you need to make sure is that you are not spending that cloud just for whatever the way you like. You need to make sure that you are consuming the cloud in a efficient fashion. So that is what the FinOps discipline is, and as a kind of it came as a natural to me as a part of IIT Bay Area, and how to diligently spend and how to efficiently manage the finances, because I've been managing the multi-million dollar portfolio with the various companies, with the various clients. So I wanted to kind of develop this niche as part of this FinOps, and that's what I do. I manage as part of my current company and my current role. The way I see the opportunity is that there are so many opportunities that we can see, especially because cloud is not going away. It is only going to increase. But as a product company, one thing that they need to keep in mind is that they need to make sure that the unit cost is more like how much money you spend to make the product, so that the price has to come down. So the one of the major things, it used to be the people cost is one thing, but then second biggest one is the infrastructure in this case is that cloud. So cloud FinOps is the major discipline right now going around. So I'm very passionate about, and that's where I'm in the leadership, and then I'm planning to kind of develop further, and interested in developing more leadership roles in that.
No, thank you for sharing that. You do a fabulous job. There's no doubt about it. I mean, the money that you manage is very minuscule compared to the billions that you have managed. But still, it's a issue of responsibility and integrity, and you have been very, very good at that. And because of you, we have that financial discipline in the organization. So thank you again for this opportunity, and thank you for doing what you do, and wishing you the absolute best in your technology endeavors.
Thank you so much, Mateen. And we had a great team here, and again, you have been the pillar for all the operations, and then there's no doubt that at any time we will be working together in a heartbeat. Thank you.
Thank you. You're very kind. I appreciate that. Thank you so much again.